Hello and welcome back to the Satoshi Society YouTube channel. My name is AJ, one of the hosts here at the Satoshi Society YouTube channel. And today we have gone live earlier and we did go through what was going on with Bitcoin and what was going on with Ethereum. And Ben went through some stuff that was happening in the news as well. So if you missed that, make sure you go back and watch that video after this one. But I do just want to go through some altcoins in this video. And some of you in the previous live stream did suggest some altcoins for me to review as well. So I am going to go through some of those as well. Let me know how my mic is sounding. I have changed some of the settings, so I hope it's all good. I hope it's all working. And yeah, we'll get straight on into the video. So make sure you head over to Twitter. Link will be in the description. And make sure you follow our Twitter and turn that bell notification on, because we have had a breakout on the Solana chart. So I did in fact tell you earlier on that we were potentially going to get a breakout on the Solana charts, on the 12-hour charts, and we did in fact get that breakout. As you can see here, I did tweet that we did get that breakout, and we are seeing a little bit of price action towards the upside, which is good. Now if you did miss this, there is another opportunity. I am going to be scaling this trade up as well. There are still opportunities to get into this trade. I will go ahead and show you what is happening. So the trade as of right now, I have entered a trade on Solana, and it is at, as of right now, it is at around break even, sat at $44. Now we can clearly see that we have had a breakout out of this major resistance level here. If I just get my pen tool out, you can see that we've had lots of resistance at this resistance level. Oh, what's going on here? Yeah, so we've had lots of resistance at this level, as you can see, and we have had that initial break towards the upside, which is great. I don't know what's going on with my chart. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, well. Yeah, we have had that break towards the upside, which is great. So now we can start looking at scaling into Solana, and that is what I'm doing. But there is another opportunity. What I'm looking for now is a retest back to this resistance level, previous resistance, which is going to act as support. I would like another test of that, and that will give us another good entry point, and that's where I'm going to scale up my position as well. And hopefully we can get a bounce off of that level, and hopefully we can see the price target be hit at approximately $56, $57. So that's what I'm looking at for Solana. We do have another resistance level coming in. However, you can see this resistance level along here. You can see that we have had some resistance here and some resistance here. So that is going to act as some resistance if we do come up to that level. That's sat at around $48. So if we do come up to that point, there is going to be a bit of resistance that we need to break above before we can see the price target being met at around $56. Now, for the stop loss, if this trade does go a bit pear-shaped, then I do have a stop loss around 5% underneath my entry point. It is sat at around $41 as of right now, because if we do break back below this previous resistance level here, this support level, then we are going to invalidate this breakout, and that will be classed as a fake out, and we will most likely come back down to this support level. So that's why I've got sort of a tight stop loss at 5%. But yeah, we'll see how this trade goes. I'm going to try and scale it up, and hopefully we can come up to our price target at $56. So that's what I've got for Solana. And moving on, looking at DOT, we did actually, well, the move for DOT has already happened, so it's a bit sort of late to get in. If we were to get in again, it would be at this support level here. Just getting my pen again. Around this level here is where we want to be looking at getting into. I don't know why the back button isn't working on my charts today, but I'll have to let me just reload this quickly, so hopefully it sorts it all out. Let's see if that's sorted it out. Yeah, there we go. That's sorted out. Cool. So yeah, we sort of had the initial entry point for DOT, and the trade is going well as of right now. So you can see we've had a break of this resistance here. We've had the pullback where the entry point is at that support level, and then we've had that move towards the upside. So that is good. This trade is going well as of so far. The indicators, the stochastic is in the overextended region, but the stochastic RSI still has a way to go towards the upside. So there is still room towards the upside to hopefully get up to that target, which we do have. Let me just draw that target in for you. The target is around $11 for DOT, and I do think that target is going to be hit. Maybe another retest of the support is something that will happen in the sort of shorter term time frame, because we do have a small bearish divergence here. So in the short We're back. Yeah, we're back. Where we can then get more entries at that support level, and hopefully ride that up to $11. But as of right now, we're in a bit of profit on that trade, which is good. Moving on to Avalanche. Avalanche is one which I am in a trade with, but I'm moving my stop loss. I've moved my stop loss to just above break even, because we do have a bearish pattern forming as well, which is unfortunate. But however, we could break bullishly out of this bearish pattern as well. So that is something to be aware of as well. But basically, we've got a break of this resistance. We got the slight pullback here, which gave us that entry. Let me just zoom in. So we got that pullback here. You can see back down to the previous resistance, which will act as support. That gave us our entry, and then we are seeing the price increase. We are seeing the price come up to this resistance level here. And we have seen a rejection from this level, and it looks like we're going to get another rejection here as well. Now, this is a sort of bigger pattern than this ascending triangle here. Now, this is a rising wedge, and we all know that rising wedges are bearish patterns. So there is a possibility that we could break this support level, and we could see the price come down a little bit. We do have some daily support levels. The first daily support level is at $21. So if we do break towards the downside, there is some support there as well. But yeah, what I'm looking at here is potentially getting a rejection from this resistance. If we do pull up the indicators, we can see that we are neutral on the stochastic RSI, but the stochastic is in that overextended region. So maybe, and the RSI, so maybe a little bit of a pullback back down to this support level here, and then a bounce off there could be something that we are going to witness. But as of right now, my trade on Avalanche is going well. I did enter at around the $26 level. And yeah, I've put my stop loss at about 27, I think it was, just above break even. So just in case we do come back down to test that resistor, if we do come back down, then, you know, I don't lose money on that trade. I will remain in a profit on that trade. So that's what we got for Avalanche. Moving on, taking a look at NEAR. NEAR has already moved as well. We've got the break towards the upside of the resistance level, which is now going to act as support. So you can see lots of resistance here. We got the break towards the upside. We had that retest. That was the entry, that retest there. And then the price has moved. What we're seeing here on the indicators is that we are, again, stochastic RSI still has a bit of room to move to the upside or to the downside, but the stochastic and the RSI are in that oversold region, and we're getting a slight bearish divergence as well. You can see price action towards the upside. If I zoom in a little bit more, price action towards the upside here on the price action chart, and momentum towards the downside on the RSI. So maybe in the shorter term, what we could see for NEAR protocol is a pullback, potentially back down to the support level here, and that will give us sort of a good entry if we can get a nice bounce off of that level. But as of right now, I would just be holding back and waiting to see if we can get that pullback back down to the support, which could give us a potential good entry point at around the $5.2 level, where we can hopefully bounce off that level and then see those gains. Moving on again then to Theta. Theta is another one that has already moved as well. Taking a look at the daily, we can see we had this really, really nice range. We got that really nice break towards the upside. with nice volume as well. Then we got the retest right here, which is where you want to be entering into a trade. You want to be entering on that retest. I entered at the $1.47 dollar level, and we are seeing a nice push towards the upside. The technical target is around $2, and the technical indicators are indicating to me that we are slightly overextended on the RSI and the stochastic RSI. On the stochastic, but the stochastic RSI still indicating to me we still have some room towards the upside. So I am holding this trade open, and I have put my stop loss at the break-even point. Taking a look at Rose, we all know that Ben loves Rose, and I know that a few of you on the stream earlier did say that you do like Rose, so we will have a look at that as well. Has broken above this major resistance level here. I am waiting for the retest because it was a pretty sharp break towards the upside. There wasn't really a proper retest. What I'm waiting for now is a nice retest of this yellow line here, the 0.086 level, to see if I can get a nice entry. The indicators are coming down. They are resetting, so hopefully we can come back down to that yellow line, that yellow horizontal line, and then we can get our entries in for Rose. Moving on quickly to Matic. Matic is one that hasn't moved yet. Matic is lagging behind a little bit, and this is one that I think is going to be great, and we are going to have a great move towards the upside here, hopefully. So looking at the indicators, we are sort of in that overextended region. So I do think maybe a pullback back down to this support level here is something that is most likely going to happen in that shorter term. Hopefully finding support along here, then coming and retesting this resistance. Once we break above this resistance, that's where we want to get the entry in, and then we want to get the other entry in at the retest of the previous resistance, now support level. So that's what I'll be waiting for, but I think this is going to be a great trade if we can get that break towards the upside. Obviously, we can trade it the other way as well. If we do get the break towards the downside, we can trade it that way as well. But for me, I am looking for the break towards the upside. And yeah, I want a clean candle break towards the upside to get my first entry, and then a little pullback. And then I'll get my second entry, and then hopefully we get that bounce. Obviously, having that tight stop loss as well, because we are getting very squeezed into the end of this ascending triangle pattern. Moving on again to Link. Link is one that has moved. So we sort of missed the trade for that one. I did actually enter a trade on this retest here, right here on my personal account. We got the nice clean break towards the upside out of this resistance level here. As you can see, lots of resistance along this level. And yeah, we did get the retest, and that is good entry point. And the price has hitting that first TP that I do have at $9.2. We are getting rejected from that level as of right now, which is to be expected because it is a resistance level. It is a TP point, so it is going to have some resistance there. So hopefully we can get above that, and the trade can continue to make us some more profits. But the indicators are sort of in that overextended region, so maybe a little pullback in the shorter term, and then we can get that push above that resistance, hopefully. Next one, XRP. I know Ben likes XRP as well. What we are looking at on XRP is on the daily here. So we've got this major resistance level here, which we are testing as of right now. We haven't moved on XRP as of yet. Currently sat at 0.38 cents. And we are forming a rising wedge as well. So we do just have to be aware of that. That is bearish as well. So we are struggling to get above this resistance. It's major support previously, major resistance. So it is going to be a bit of a struggle to get above this level. So if we do get above this level, we are then going to have more resistance coming in at the top of this rising wedge. If we can't break above that and we do get a rejection, then I think a pullback back down to the support is something that's going to be very likely. And if we do get a break to the downside of the support, then the likelihood of it is that we are going to come back down to sort of these levels, the 0.36 level, the 0.33 level, and then potentially the 0.31 level as those price targets, because it is a bearish pattern. But hopefully we can break the resistance and we can break towards the upside and get a nice move towards the upside. Moving on to VeChain, looking at VET, we have already moved. VET has already had its move. We broke towards the upside of this resistance level here. Lots of resistance previously, as you can see. Broke towards the upside. We've got the retest down here of this resistance level here, these two yellow lines, and the price has moved really nicely. Hopefully, it's going to come up to the top of this resistance at 0.034. That'll be quite nice, and I'm going to take some profit around that level as well, because it is going to be a lot of resistance. Now, another one that hasn't moved yet is actually Cardano. This is going to be a great trade for me as well, I think, if we do break towards the upside. This is on the 12-hour chart. Can we check out near? I did just check out near. That has already, I will just go over it quickly again for you. So we've broken this resistance. We've had the retest. So near has already moved, but I think there is going to be a slight pullback. We've got price action towards the upside, and we have momentum towards the downside on the RSI. So I think a pullback back down to this support level here, this yellow support level here, is something pretty likely. Then we can get our entry in for near protocol again, and hopefully we can see the price pump again. So that's what I was looking at for near. So around the $5.3, $5.4 level is where I'm looking to get in again. I will just draw a box around that level there. So that's sort of where I want to get in again when bouncing off of this support, and we can hopefully see a nice move towards the upside. But going back to Cardano, Cardano is another token, another coin that hasn't moved yet. This is good. This is one that we can trade. Lots of resistance. So previous supports, this resistance level has been, and lots of resistance, as you can see here. Now we are testing that resistance as of right now. Hopefully we can get a break towards the upside. This is an ascending triangle, so we are expecting this to play out bullishly, but obviously we can play out bearishly as well. If we do get a rejection here, we can come back down to the support level. If we do break that support level, then we're looking at sort of these targets here. First target of 0.5, the second target is 0.46, and then the last target looking at 0.41 approximately. If we do break towards the downside, taking a look at the indicators to see where we are on them. Stochastic RSI, still a little bit of a room, there's still struggling to get my words out here. So there's still a bit more room towards the upside on the stochastic RSI, meaning that we could break above the resistance and then get a nice clean break towards the upside, and then have the pullback instead of pulling back to this support level here. We could break the resistance, use that as support, have the pullback, resetting those indicators, and then getting that move towards the upside. We would have a technical target, TP1, I'd give around 0.64, and then as the TP2, I would have that at approximately, dragging this to the breakout point, I would have that at approximately 0.67, 0.68. So that's what I'll be looking at to get a break towards the upside on Cardano. And this is on the 12-hour chart. So I am just keeping a watch over this. I will keep you updated over on Twitter about this as well. So make sure you head over to our Twitter account, follow us over there if you do not already. So that's sort of what I'm looking at, all the altcoins that I'm looking at trading at the moment, or I'm currently trading at the moment. But there are some tokens, some coins that you guys did suggest to me in the previous live, and I will just over some of them right now. So the first one's Dogecoin. I know we joke about Dogecoin a little bit here on the channel, but there is some nice TA on Dogecoin as we speak. So we've got this triangle pattern. If we can break towards the upside of this triangle pattern, then it's very bullish. It's a great longing opportunity for Dogecoin. But however, there is a possibility we could get rejected from this level, and we could come back down to this support level here. So if we do see a rejection, I do anticipate the price coming back down to the support. If we can get a break above, that is good. We can get a nice entry. Then the pullback, we can get another nice entry there, and then hopefully seeing the price increase to those price targets. So Dogecoin is looking good. I would just be sitting on the sidelines if you are thinking about trading it as of right now. because we haven't had a break yet. It is lagging behind the other altcoins a little bit. So yeah, we want to see a nice clean break of this resistance before thinking about entering a long position. If we do get a rejection though, could be a nice short position back down to this support. Another one was Atlas. Someone wanted me to have a look at Atlas, and what I'm looking at here is on the 4-hour, we are seeing another triangle pattern here, symmetrical triangle here on the Atlas chart. On a 4-hour chart, you can see lots of resistance at the top of the triangle here, and lots of support at the bottom as well. As of right now, we are seeing a rejection from this resistance, so potentially coming back down to the support is something that is very likely. Looking at the indicators, that is what the indicators are telling me as well. The indicators, the stochastic and the stochastic RSI, are in that overextended region. So I do think a pullback in the shorter term is something that is pretty likely. So yeah, if we can get a break towards the upside, this will be a great trade personally. But as I said, I think the indicators need to reset. So we do need to come back down to this support level. So I do think the 0.0075 is the next target for Atlas. Looking at the next one, this is Metasus. Looking at this, what was I looking at it on first? Right, so the daily. Yeah, so it looks like we're getting a bit of a parabolic run here. As you can see, we are respecting this this curved line very well. Lots and lots of support along this line. That is great, and this tends to be we tend to see a parabolic run after we see this and we get a break of the resistance at the top here. So we do have this resistance. If we do get a break towards the upside, I think we are going to have a big move. I'm zooming in a little bit, 12-hour, taking a look at the, what was it on? Here we go. It was on the 4-hour. So we do have actually, this is a great entry for a shorter term trade as of right now for me. And I might actually, after this live, make a little trade on this as well, because we have had the breakout of the resistance, as you can see right here, and we are having the retest right now, giving us that great entry where we can then hopefully come up to the price target at $54. So the price is currently sat at $48. We are at that support as of right now because we have broken the resistance. So great entry for me. And yeah, hopefully we can ride that up to the $54 level. Obviously having a tight stop loss as well. If we do break towards the downside of this previous resistance, now support level, then that will mean that this was a fake out and we will most likely come back down to the support. So I would just be cautious of that. So yeah, that's looking quite good. We have had that break towards the upside. Just hopefully we can hold that support. Next one is Tsuka. This is one that I was looking at. What was I looking at it on? It was on the 12-hour, I think it was. Yeah, 12-hour. So we've got this nice ascending triangle here, and we are testing that resistance right now. You can see previous resistance, lots and lots of previous resistance. That is great, but we are in a resistance level right now, and it looks like we are struggling to get above that resistance level. Looking at the indicators, they are in that overextended region, overbought region. So it is pretty likely that we are going to see a shorter term pullback back down to this support level here. Now, this has acted as major support previously. So I do think that hold a strong support, but obviously there is that possibility that we could break towards the downside. If we do break towards the downside, that would be a good time to get out if you sort of entered at these lower areas, or if you wanted to short it, we could short it down to the 0.02 or the 0.14 level. That's where I'll be looking at sort of shorting it to. But yeah, I do think a pullback back down to the support is something that is most likely going to happen because the indicators are in that overextended region. So that's sort of all the altcoins that were requested in the previous live stream. Make sure you put your suggestions in this comment section as well, and I will bring them up in the next live stream as well. So yeah, if you did enjoy this video, please make sure you smash a like. It does really help us out. And yeah, as I said, put those suggestions in the comments so next time I can bring up some TA on those coins for you as well. So if you enjoyed, please smash the like. If you are new to the channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button as well. And we will see you tomorrow for our daily live. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.